It's Laura. I'm really glad you're here today. Let me ask you something quietly. You don't need to answer out loud. When you speak English, do you first think in your own language and then translate? If yes, you're not doing anything wrong. Almost everyone does this at the beginning, but today I want to talk about how that slowly changes. How English stops feeling like a translation and starts feeling like a thought. Thinking in English is not a trick. It's not a technique. It's a habit, and habits grow gently. Many people believe thinking in English means something dramatic, like waking up one day and suddenly everything inside the head is English. That's not how it happens. Thinking in English starts very small, very quietly. It begins with simple moments, like looking at your coffee and thinking, "This is hot," not translating, not forcing, just noticing. At first, your brain may still translate. That's okay. Your brain is protecting you. It's using what it knows. But over time, with enough listening, something shifts. Your brain starts recognizing English as familiar, and familiar things don't need translation. Here's an important word, familiar. Familiar means known, safe, recognizable. Your brain thinks in what feels familiar. That's why listening is so powerful. When you listen to English every day, even passively, your brain starts saying, "Oh, I know this." And once something is familiar, thinking becomes easier. Now, let's talk about pressure. Many learners pressure themselves to think in English. They try to force it. They walk around saying, "I must think in English now." That pressure actually blocks thinking. Thinking doesn't like pressure. It likes ease. Thinking in English happens when you feel comfortable. Comfortable doesn't mean confident. It just means calm. You don't need to be good at English to think in English. You just need space. Now imagine this. You're at home. You're alone. No one is listening. No one is judging. This is the best time to practice thinking in English. You can describe small things. "I'm sitting on the couch. I'm a little tired. I need water." Very simple thoughts. This is not speaking practice. This is awareness practice. You're teaching your brain that English exists inside you too. Another important word is natural. Natural thinking doesn't feel forced. It flows slowly. Your brain will mix languages at first. That's normal. You might think one word in English and the rest in your language. That still counts. Progress is not all or nothing. Now let's talk about fear. Many people are afraid to think in English because they feel it will be wrong. But thoughts don't need grammar. Your thoughts don't need to be correct. They just need to exist. Even native speakers think in broken sentences sometimes. Thinking is messy. That's okay. Another word to remember is permission. You need to give yourself permission to be imperfect. When you remove pressure, thinking becomes easier. Now let's talk about listening again. If you want to think in English, you must hear English that feels human. Not textbooks. Not rules. Real English. English that sounds like life. That's why podcasts work so well. You hear how people start sentences, how they pause, how they express feelings. Your brain absorbs patterns, not consciously, naturally, and one day you start using those patterns inside your head. You don't even notice when it begins. Now, let's talk about speed. Thinking in English is slow at first, and that's okay. Slow thinking is still thinking. You don't need full sentences in your head. Single words are enough. Tired, hungry, nice. Those words matter. They are the building blocks. Another useful word here is flow. Flow means movement without force. Flow comes with time, not effort. The more you listen, the more English feels like part of you. And when English feels like part of you, thinking happens naturally. Now let's slow down. If you feel frustrated sometimes, that's normal. Learning to think in another language is emotional. You're not just learning words. You're learning a new way to exist. That takes time. Be patient with yourself. Another word to remember is gentle. Gentle practice works better than aggressive effort. One thought a day is enough. Now imagine this. You're walking outside. You see the sky. You think, it's cloudy. That's it. That moment matters. Because English just appeared without permission, without force. That's how it starts. Not with big thoughts, but with small ones. And over time, those small moments connect. And one day, you realize you didn't translate. That moment will feel quiet, but powerful, and it will happen eventually.